Good once again. Good evening, one and all. Hope the speaker and Panda sir are with us. So let's kickstart the evening. Let's Once again, I would like to wish everyone a very happy New Year on behalf of NISM Alumni Interaction Cell. So here for the day, we are assembled here to have a session on the topic, the day of the relationship manager. So to uh, uh, share his experience in brief, we have our speaker Avadh Pandey. So without further delay, I now call Pooja to introduce the speaker to the gathering.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. Welcome to all the student, alumni, and faculty member of NISM. So I will welcome to the sixth alumni interaction. It is honor to introduce Mr. Avadh Pandey as a speaker of the day, who is our alumni for the batch of PG PSM 2016-17 batch. Yeah, so I just introduce Avadh Pandey as he is a working experience in 9 year experience in security market, and he is working with HDFC Securities as a senior relationship manager more than 1 year. He is handling objections like guiding equity derivatives and some of the derivative strategies also, portfolio handling or advising managing across the uh, NRI client. So he is one of the part of organization including Edelweiss Financial Services, Religer Broking Limited, and Sindh Sale Corporations. So I will now hand over to Mr. Avadh Pandey.
Hi Pooja and hi friends. I'm Awad and Pooja, can I get my this PPT?
Yeah, sure.
So hi friends. I was in NISM 2016-17 PGPSM and previous to that, let me go through myself. So I'm belonging from Lucknow. It's a city of Uttar Pradesh. So basically, I've done my schooling in Bachelor of Arts. Okay, I've done graduation in Geography and Sociology. Yes, Geography and Sociology. And then I tried multiple times in CA, but I think that was not a cup of tea. That thing was I have to live it, and then I take a test and join the NISM. So the experience of NISM was really game changing for me because I was not aware about the securities market, stock market, and even I I interested in this subject, but I mean understanding financial, understanding ratios was very tough. Okay, so before coming to NISM, I used trades behalf of some of my friends give me this recommendation and things. So that was not I mean going to work. So every time I end up making money and because of these calls, and most of the calls I'm getting from the new channel like CNBCs, and so on that time I thought to understand the equity, and then I joined the NSM. But after joining and after taking the lessons of faculties like Panda sir, he teaches us econometrics. Okay, Rachna ma'am teaches us his portfolio management. Rajni ma'am was for corporate finance. So all what I'm trying to say, all the topics what was covered during the NISM PGPSM was really helping me in the current situation. Then during that I got a placement in Religer Broking, a broking company. So the package was slightly low, but I ended up joining that firm. But from there, I understand that gaining knowledge, gaining knowledge, something like ratio analysis, or you are managing the portfolio, are in the in books. Yeah, they are giving the good knowledge, but now you are helping with this knowledge to the person who are working in IT, pharma, and even the doctors, nurses. You are helping them to by your own knowledge. Okay, guiding them about the stocks and advices. So that's all. And then I left that job. I got a opportunity to work with Edelweiss Broking. Okay, so in Edelweiss, I manage the wealth management. So that was completely different from the equity part. I mean, equity dealing part. Here we have to uh, pitch some other some products like crossovers on that complete oriented and equity oriented clubbing of the products they are doing. So I mean, on that time, yes, on that time I got so many knowledge during the Edelweiss, and then I got an offer from HDFC Security. Okay, so when I joined NRI, relationship manager, so during that time I was working with retail clients. Okay, then they allotted me 600 NRI clients. I'm audible, right?
Yes, clearly.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So 600 clients and around 200 CR of portfolio they allotted me. Okay. So let me tell you the differences between Religer and Edelweiss Broking and now in HDFC Securities. So what happened here? The retail clients, they mostly prefer doing trades, intraday, derivatives, and that kind of tradings. Okay. But when I joined this NRI days, most of the clients are well educated. Don't they know the equity, they know the investment. Now, as a part of team, most of the more than 90% of the clients focus on the equity investment for the very long period, like 5 years, 6 years. Okay, and they are not much into buying and selling. They are always for the buyer side. Okay, so how they feel in the NRI, these clients feel equity as their own asset. Okay, so just like you're buying a FD, they are buying the stocks. Okay, so now the challenge start on that time. Okay, so on that time, the challenges start that they are well aware. So whatever shares you are going to fetch them, the main problem you will face that they will definitely going to. I mean, in a single share pitching, it takes at least 15 to 20 minutes or sometimes 30 minutes. First, you have to convince the client why you are giving this stock, what are your view on that, why you are choosing this industry, why you are choosing this particular company, how the management are working, how the effective their capitals, okay, what are the returns that this company is getting after employed this cost of capital. So I'm just giving you an example. So here the games were totally different. Now in NRI dealing, I got a chance to recall all my knowledge during analysis. Yes, it's definitely helping me a lot. And it's been 1 year. Today is the one year anniversary for my job in NI Delhi, and around 5 to 6 queries or complaints I got from the clients. So that is a very good number in terms of the advisory. And because of this knowledge, what I get from the faculties of NISM. So yes, I'm very much thankful for that. Now, as Panda sir, tell me that yes, can you talk me about what you do during the and how the risk management work, how the research management work, which stock you are recommending or kind of thing. So I thought yes, I can take a call and I can tell the students that what they will do and how the relationship manager job is different than any other, right? So any question as of now? So I will address, and during this PPT, if anyone want any question, just shoot it out. I will definitely going to answer. Okay, so let me start. So as a relationship manager, I'm talking about the NRI dealing desk. Okay, so what you will have to do now, you are dealing with the clients. Some are from Australia, some are from New Zealand, some are from USA, some are from UK, and even the European clients. You have the Gulf countries clients. So here in India, most of the people you'll get as a client, the NRI are from the Gulf country because of the taxation purpose, right? There is a no tax bracket for the income. So most of the people resident there and they do the businesses and they do investment. Okay. So when we in the morning when we join, like I read an international index and its movement. So it's a very essential. If if you are waking up in the morning, so now first, I mean, during the regular, I used to read the newspaper, okay, but during the COVID time, I mean, that is not going to possible. So I take the subscription of various news channels, and I end up getting so many these notification in the morning related to the international market, related to the Nasdaq, even the Nikkei movements. Yeah. So first when you reach the office, when I reach the office, first I have to see the momentum of the international market. What are the rates? What are the rates are there? Is any policies are coming which will going to impact our export and import numbers? And what are the policies some other countries are making, and how this policy is going to impact our own country's companies. Okay, like if we'll talk about the company, I have in mind the not able to recall working in Poland. So in a during like two year back, one policy was there in the Poland. So what they do, due to this policy, they have to reduce their production in the company. Okay, so that one single policy changed the behavior of even the Indian branches of that company. Okay, so I'm just giving you an example. Now these policies you are looking into, some are from our own countries. Like during this COVID time, government gave the uh, this moratorium supports. Okay, moratorium supports to the EMIs holders. So on that time, choosing a banking stock was the tough decision. Okay, but I during that time I joined a webinar of Mr. Ramdev Agrawal. He is from Motilal Oswal. So during that time, one line he told me that it was really impressive. I mean, I was looking into. He told us that yes, the challenges for banking is really big at a right now. Even in Motilal PMS, portfolio management services, this banking stock are taking huge part. So he told us that yes, currently the moratorium, because of the moratorium issue, banks are not getting back their EMIs, right? Even the interest income, they are not getting the interest income. Time is tough. On that time, I think this ICICI Bank was traded at 370, 375, and even the Axis Bank was around 400. Okay. So on that time, he told us that suppose government is giving the credit to the MSMEs and small vendors. Yes. And these loans is going to distributed by the banks only. Okay. So all the vendors, MSMEs player going to approach the banks because they will get a collateral free loan. Okay. For banking sector, they will going to allocate this loan, and instead of that, they don't have a problem to take I mean for the upcoming this NPAs, because if they are providing the loans. Now the collateral free loan, it means that any single MSME is going to default, that amount is going to borne by the government, right? So that kind of decision you have to think in the morning. Okay, that kind of news you have to analyze before calling to the client. So now you are calling a client who has the more knowledge and who will ask you any question. Before before going to start the day calling the clients, you have to know the indexes movement. You have to know the policies of Indian policies, international policies, and all. Okay. Now, being a part of that, so various industries also taking part. Okay, the various industries, like in India, anyone can yeah, from the student or anyone can give me some idea about which industry that person is looking good in upcoming time, so that this communication will be interactive. Which industry? Any industry can say that industry is going to boom in upcoming time. Anyone from?
Infrastructure.
Okay, infrastructure. Okay,
Banking.
banking. Anyone other?
Finance.
Finance. Good, good. Okay.
Pharma and
Okay.
FMCG.
Yes. Pharma and FMCG. Okay. Okay. Now, let me give you the view about this industry. Okay. Someone is telling the pharma industry. Okay. Someone is telling is banking industry, is finance industry. Yeah. So before you are going to call a client, or before you are going to talk with someone who wants to know about the industry, so let me give you the pharma industry. What the view I gave today. Today only I called some of the clients, and what the view I was sharing today. Okay, so I will summarize today's conversation. So you know about this co-working space. Okay, you know about this companies who are hiring the people on the contract base, like Swiss Corporation, Team Lease, and co-working space like Mindspace. Okay, so what we call to the client. So yesterday I got a call from our research team. Okay, so they are telling to recommend Swiss Corporation. So before telling to the client, yes, you can buy the Quiz Corporation, you have to well aware about that company, what they are doing, and why you are recommending. Because client is not going to buy by your calls. First, you have to convince them. It's not retail clients that you can call and they will convince and they will buy. No. They are going to ask you a lot of questions. Okay. So during Quiz Corporation, what I gave a view is that look, most of the companies still giving the chance to work employees to work from home. Okay, so what upcoming time what will change? Like IT sectors is going to boom. Okay, because if someone is working from home or someone is working from near the office, I mean hiring the co-working spaces. So these infrastructure needs the IT. Okay, but if we talk about the current time, thematic view is that firstly companies are hiring employees as a payroll basis. So during the COVID time, they have to mandatorily pay them the salaries and all, right? If someone is hiring as a contract base, so that contract is going to borne by this company. Okay. So suppose a company hiring employees based on contract, they can fire even very frequently. These companies like this corporation, team leads, these are the companies are really taking initiative. They are expanding. Even firstly, they started blue collars employees hiring. Now they are much into hiring all of the kind of employees, and that's because of that they launches Q Jobs app. Okay, this Q Jobs app you can go upload your CVs and multiple calls you will get from the Swiss Corporation, and if they will have some companies on which they can give you the jobs based on the contract. So these kinds of view, these NRI clients need. So when I told them about this co-working space, about this upcoming contract-based employees, so that was the convincing. So if you can convince the client that much, then only they will put. And let me give you the example how much money NRI can put. A client was from the client was from Germany. Okay, he's living in Berlin, and I am giving the recommendation I'm talking about. So he said, yes, I'm very much convinced. Let's put some amount. So I asked, yes, please, sir. So in a single script, he put 50 lakh rupees. So that I'm talking about that amount of investment they are doing. I mean, you are dealing a portfolio which have at least 30 crore, 50 crores kind of investment. Okay, so unless you're not going to convince them, they are not going to buy. And in the last of this session, I will tell you how much you will make if you are managing like PBG clients or NRI clients or institutional clients. How much you will make? You're going to be very much surprised. Okay, and let me give you one liner for the jobs of preferred employees. A relationship manager is the highest paid, even from the research, even better than research, even better than the IT, even better than the risk management. I mean, no one can touch your salary. I mean, more, salary is a second part. I'm talking about the incentive. I mean, lakhs of incentive you'll get every month because you're buying a 50 lakhs of stocks, and the brokerage rate is, I mean, after Zerodha, the brokerage rate was 0.75. Now we are giving 50 paisa brokerage, and client is ready to pay 50 paisa because we are giving a quality calls. That calls is making them money. So 50 paisa, it means that you are in a single call, you are generating 25,000 rupees for the company. Okay, and that 25,000, I will share definitely the calculation of incentive what will be. Now, the last part, I took the news related to the company. So, I mean, these clients have the multiple holdings. So you're not telling them the new recommendation only. You'll have to check their portfolios. Okay, you have to check the consistent their portfolio. You have to filter the portfolio. There's a lot of things you have to do because these clients are so busy. They don't have a much time to check their own portfolio. So they will be much more depend on you only. Okay, so you will be the person who will guide them about their own portfolio, right? So the news related to companies, what is happening in India, which policies, like one policy I'm going to talk about. This is called auto scrap policy. Okay, so what will happen, I mean, when this policy will approve in the parliament, then any vehicles, any vehicle registered before 2005, they need to be scrapped. And for the buyers and seller both, government will give the incentive. So in these policies, the two most benefited companies will be Ashok Leyland and Tata Motors, because these are the companies with the highest number of vehicles registered before 2005. So that policy was there in the market before 3 months, and I gave the recommendation on Tata Motor when the price was 110, 150. Now it's 118. So think about that. If someone is putting 20 lakh rupees and you are giving that much of return, you are in your right job. Okay, you are making money for yourself, even for the clients as well. So here in NRI, we follow the strategy: first serve the client, first make them happy, and then you will definitely going to get your own incentives and things. Okay. Okay, now this is the very important part. Okay, so what happened during the overnight? So many notifications came up our mobile screen. Okay, so these notifications you have to read, you have to analyze. Is it positive? Is it negative? Or it is neutral? Which are the companies? So what I do when I wake up, I mean, after having a tea, what I do, I noted down that these are the companies who got the positive news today, and these are the companies who got negative news. And when I visit the office, I got the filters of the client's portfolio. Okay, so what I do, I take the filters. Look, yesterday, just giving an example. So the news was from this Bajaj Auto. Okay, Bajaj Auto, and one news for this ISA Motor. Okay, so Royal Enfield introduced 2 to 3 new vehicles, right? So what I did, when I got this news, I thought that stock is going to boom. What I When I visited the office, so I got a filter. Okay, for the 600 clients, within a filter, I will exactly know which client have this ISA motor and how much quantity they have. Either the price is higher than the current market, if the price is lower than the current market. I mean, you will get a complete data. And believe me, the IT is so advanced. We have the Wipro and Infosys to work on. So I mean, the CRM they are providing, the net savvy they are providing is really impressive in HDFC security. Okay, now I will exactly know, yes, these 20 clients got the filters, they have the ISO motor. So what I will do, I suddenly give them a call or send them the email. Yes, sir, do these ISO motor you have holding. So this is a positive news about it, and we are expecting it to at least 15 to 20% from here within a 3 to 6 months. So what you will do, I will try to average it out at a current market price so that your quantity will increase, your average price will come down, and we are very much bullish, so you will end up making profit. So out of 600 clients, out of thousands stocks, you can simply filter and you can simply call and convince the client that these are the news. What happens? These things make the habit of yourself between the client. Next time, client expecting you that yes, Mr. Awar is walking and anything will come up in my portfolio, he will tell me. I will do my work. So that kind of dependency you are creating. So here in NRI days, there is not a single chance of losing your job because of the artificial intelligence, because of this Zerodha and broking, right? you are making a dividend. You are providing a service. You are not providing at a dealership. You are providing a service on which client is very happily ready to pay, right? So now these are the points I'm talking about. Now some of the negative news also came. What you will do, you will have a now in NRI client we have a direct access to our institutional research team. So we don't approach our retail research team. We have our own institutional research team, because for the NRIs HDFC Securities provides. So the main benefit what we got in the institutional research team is that they gave firstly fantastic stocks to pick. I mean, we have a multiple sector-wise research analysts, so you have the direct access. Their phone numbers, and I mean, they are sitting in beside just front of us, and we can make a communicate. Suppose a single client, I mean, you got a stocks, okay, and you got a negative news about the you heard somewhere you got a notification in the morning. So I approached to these research analysts and I told them these are the shares. I'm very much bearish about it. Can you look into it? So that research and analyst is look into it, and he will send me the research report or anything that yes, you can sell these scripts. So for that also you have to call the client that yes, these are the shares. We are not looking like talking about the Yes Bank. Okay, during the time of the price when the price was really high, like 60 to 80 rupees once upon a time, that stock is bad. We got a call from our research team. Okay, if some client have the Yes Bank, you can call them and tell them to exit the position. These are the things which are not looking good. So what we do, responsible person, if you're a relationship manager for these previous premium clients, so you have to be very careful. You have to be very updated. I mean, it's a single mistake. They are going to complain directly to the MDs. Okay, so they are not approaching the national head or regional head. They direct approaches to the MD of the company. So you have to be very careful about what you are guiding them and managing their portfolio. Okay, so these are the things what I do when I visit to the office in the morning. Okay, now now the second part is that part says yes, updates are done. Now let's talk about the businesses. Okay, so during the market we got a 10 to 15 or 16 kind of research calls, various stocks, industries, buys, and everything. So here in as a NRI dealer, you don't have to just call the client and tell that these are the recommendations we are receiving from the risk team and you can buy. No, you have to analyze by your understanding. You have to convince the client. So out of 16 stocks, you have to select the industries which you are looking into good, which stock is going to do well. Let me give you an example. I was got a research call from the Tata Steel and many metals companies a recommendation 2 months before. So I was looking into the stocks. There was a 4 to 5 stocks. I got a recommendation on which there is a stock called Tinplate. It's a company who provide the who divert the cathode anode in the battery, and this is the plate company manufactured by the Tata Group only. So during that time, I got the recommendation from Tata Steel and various other stocks, even the Tinplate, and I choose Tinplate because in upcoming time the electric vehicles. So yeah, you're talking about this solar power, solar energy. There's a lot of things, and the battery is going to use. So we're not talking about the battery stock like Exide Battery or Amaraja. You can choose in between. Yes, these are the company who make the sales. These are company who are providing the carbon. Okay, so you have to analyze all the research calls, and in between you have to select the best one. And after selecting this best one, then we are going to call the client. Yes, sir. These are the recommendations. What we are getting. Okay, what we are getting, and these are the recommendations. You can buy now. Suppose I'm giving one recommendation, and one of our clients is going to ask, yes, I'm very much convinced about this stock, but just can you elaborate the ratios of the companies? So On that time, you don't have a time to call the research analyst and tell them this, please share the issues, and they will then you will share with the client. No, on the same call, you have to explain the client, yes, why the cost of capital is so high, why return on equity is so less, why the debt is consistently growing in this company. If the company is consistently growing the big debt, how they will overcome in the future. Why they have so much cash that they are not distributing dividends. Why they are giving bonus issues. So when you are recommending, you got a lot of questions from the client. If you don't have a knowledge about this equity valuation, you are going to take a challenge. Okay. So if you want to be grow in the broking industry and want to manage very good clients, first you have to uh, polish yourself with the basics and advanced knowledge of ratio analysis. You have to advanced knowledge of portfolio management. Okay. I'm thankful to Rachna ma'am, even Rajni ma'am said I mean, we really a great job during our study. Okay. Now, any question here from that so that I will move forward in half an hour. I'm consistently speaking. So, anyone ask anything?
Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
Sir, in the point number previous slide, you told me
Mm-hmm.
the to study the source of news and the reports for
Right.
filtering. Sir, can you please explain the what may be the source of news and reports? What
So,
may be the source?
source of news is it means that if someone is going someone is giving recommendation. Okay. Research your research team is giving. Achha, you're talking about the very the first part. Okay. So source of news it means that
Previous slide.
okay, in the previous slide, right? Yes. So let me elaborate it. So then you will get a news. Suppose some companies is selling their some of the business making part. Okay, and now you know that news. Okay, now uh, and you know this news by the Economic Times. Me giving an example. So what you will do, you will going to visit the office. Then you have to explain the client. Yes, Economic Times is telling that yes, these are the challenges company is going to face. Okay, but first you have to talk with the research team that yes, I got this news. What's view on that? That research analysts have the various reports and they visited these companies. Okay, the management. What is, even during that time that sometimes these research analysts directly call to the management of that company that we are having this news. What's view on that? And after getting these details, he start conveying to the clients, yes, these are the news and these are the valid news. You have to be much more cautious about this company. And if this company is selling a certain profit making part, it means that the burden will be came from the equity holders, right? So I'm talking about that kind of source of news. And if you come from
Entirely depend. Entirely depend only on the research team. Is there not any role of ours? Should we not independently find out some news reports, source, all that?
yeah,
Only
definitely. I mean, source of news. It means that the best source of news is that Google itself. Google has the news tab. Okay, Google has the news tab. And let me elaborate this new broking form. Okay, even we providing one terminal. Okay, we providing one terminal. So on which we give the filter. We give a filter. So if you are using HDFC Securities Pro Terminal, so we have a filter. Okay, any news related to any companies will coming in the market. You'll within 2 to 3 minutes you are going to get it, and you have the knowledge about it. So in a day, more than 100 emails, 100 news we got from this global this our pro terminals. So for students, yes, various even the Motilal providing, even the Sher Khan is providing the free of cost these news filtering. I mean, it's a AI based. The AI based is definitely automatically select the news from the various news channels and it will show you in a single portal. So these Sher Khan, HDFC Securities Pro Terminal, and Motilal Oswal and various companies are providing this service. So you don't have to go and subscribe for the Economic Times or Money Control or any company. These companies is providing these news as a free of cost. And student will going to be benefited by this. So should I go ahead? Now, let me take a part of very important segment for the NRI clients. So this is a very fresh for them. Now NRIs have the opportunity to participate in derivatives. Okay. So what happened? Derivative is something very different than the equities. And I have something to share with how about the put and call. So allow me to explain how you can explain someone that what is call and what is put. Okay. So I mean, almost everyone have the insurance policies, right? They have the you have the insurance, health insurance, you have the medical insurance, even the life insurance. Okay. So why we give the premium? We gave them the premium so that if we are going to feel sick, this we don't have to worry about the money. This company will cover, right? So same example we can use in the derivative. We are going to buy call or put. For that we are paying the premium. Why we are paying the premium? It means that if that prediction is happening in favor of me, I will get the returns. If that prediction is not in favor of me, my premium will be vanished, right? So this is how I explain derivatives to my clients. Most of the clients are from the equity investment. For derivatives is very new for them, and I'm approaching almost every client to start derivative. Okay, so this call and put example what I'm giving, it's a giving them the idea. And let me tell you about the buying side. I'm talking about the buying side of the options. Buying side the options. So if you are buying something, you have to pay the premium. Just giving the example of life insurance. And let me give you one single example of Tata Motors. Okay, so Tata Motor is 120 rupees currently. Okay, and you are buying a call of 130 rupees. So it's a 10 rupees difference. It's a 10 rupees difference between current market price and your strike price. Okay, so if so you are paying 10 rupees, and if the call is really bullish and company is really bullish about it, your premium will be high or in the discount itself. So this 10 rupees is giving the opportunity. So suppose after 130 that stock went to 160. So that 30 rupees more you can get. I mean, you can get unlimited, and your maximum loss will be the premium you paid. And this is buying side for the Tata Motor. Okay. Same thing happen if you are bearish about the Tata Motor, you will buy a put, and the strike price will be lower than the current market price. So any further fall is direct going to impacted by you, and your maximum loss will be your paying the premium. So for a insurance holder, their maximum loss is they're paying the premium. But for the insurance company, their maximum loss be the entire cover amount. Okay, so that how I explain the derivative to my clients to talk them the buying side. And the selling side is something different. Now you can take a part of insurance company. Assume as a yes, I am the insurance company and you are the seller of the options. So that how explain the derivative. And for futures options, and for futures, the very simply, I mean, you are buying something have the underlying, and you are buying your contract between two parties. If your prediction will success, whatever the differences will be your net income, and whatever the differences will be the net loss for the other party. And you can hedge your current position. Suppose you have a Reliance, 2,000 rupees of Reliance, 2,000 rupees Reliance traded, and you have 1,000 shares of Reliance, right? But you don't want to take a risk because Nifty is all-time high, 14,200, 14,000, 28 or 30 rupees was there previous, right? You don't want to take a risk, so simply you can sell off the Reliance at a current market price. So if the price will fall, this derivative will give you the money, and in cash segment you will make the loss. So it is like hedging part of view. We do futures for the client. Okay, and if client has a huge portfolio, we do not want to buy a particular shares. We give them the bank Nifty or Nifty futures. Okay, if most of the if the client have a maximum part in banking, we give them the hedging in banking Nifty, and either in the Nifty if they have the various kind of industry. So for hedging, we use futures for the clients, and options we give just for the this speculation purposes. Okay. Now let's talk about the actual role what we are doing here as a derivative dealer. So any position if you are buying, so you have to pay the margins. You pay the initial margin, you have to pay the span margin. So initial margin mostly required by the exchanges, and the span margin from the these broking firms. So what happened? The more volatile stock, the more volatile will be the stock, the higher will be the margin, and the lesser volatility and lesser margin will be there. Like Reliance has the lesser margin, but you talk the Vedanta have the higher margin, right? So you have to now if client have the open position, so you have to maintain their margins level. You have to maintain the cash in your their NRO accounts. Okay, so for NRIs, they can do derivatives in NRO account. So what is different between NRO and NRE account? So for NR client, there is a two type of accounts. First is NRO and second is NRO. So if some client want to repatriate their money from India to other countries as well, they have to open the NRE account, NRE. And if someone using the Indian money and investing in the Indian firms only, so they need to use the NRO account. So for NRO account, they are allowed to do trades. Now, so in during between days, you got a various strategies, even the bull case pair price, butterfly strategies, even the bear case strategies. So during as you seeing the market, as you seeing the momentum of the derivative strategies, so you have to select which which recommendation company is giving, and if a company is giving bearing recommendation, so you have to convince other client as well. The company is giving the various this bearish view on the Nifty, so that is also going to help the other client as well. So to maintain and to manage their position. Okay. Now one most important part is that sometimes some corporate action happens. Okay, sometimes some bad news came to the companies, and these clients have the direct access from their saving account to derivative. So any loss incurred by the futures or options is directly going to debited from their bank accounts. So you have to tell them that these are the losses you are making, and you have to manage the risk as well, because sometimes what happens, client don't aware about the open position and their entire amount lost in a single trade. So that is also very important part to managing the margins, managing the position of the clients, and updating about their current open position, right? So these are the things what we do in derivatives. And after this, after this 3:30 of the market, all the trades, if you have done any trades or if you have done any recommendation on any part of view, you have to call the clients and confirm these trades, confirm these trades what you have done in the day. And after getting the confirmation, you have to submit a report to your branch, to your manager, and then only you will able to get exit from the running market. Now, one most important task we have after closing market, we have to analyze each client. We have to analyze at least 20 to 30 clients' portfolio in a day. You have to see their holdings. If some clients have the holding in various sectors or stocks, you have to tell them that these are the negative news that are coming in the market. And for that, you have to prepare them for the next day trade. So suppose if you're bearish about suppose Cipla, so you have to call these you have to analyze their portfolio. You have to convince the clients that these are the negative news coming in the market. Even our research team is not much bullish about it. So you have to you can exit from this call, and the clients sometimes take the decision because based on your own portfolio. So this 3:30 to 5:30 2 hours we do this. Only the manage the portfolio and analyze the portfolio, accordingly advise the client. Okay, so these are the entire day process what I do in the NRIs. And yes, I promise you that in the end of this PPT, I will take you how much relationship manager make. And what happened when I was in NISM? So any companies are coming with as a portfolio of relationship manager, people are fearing that no, I'm not going to join. So when the rally gear came, Out of 60 people, only 10 to 11 people join the interviews. People are saying that no, they are not going to do the relationship manager job. So let me tell you, yes, Religare was the retail clients. Even Religare was the retail clients, and in retail clients you don't make that much money because your trades are like 20,000, 30,000 kind of trades. You'll make like 1,000 rupees or 10,000 or 15,000 kind of incentives. But here in NRI dealing, you are talking about. Let me give you an example. So previous month, my own portfolio revenue was 9 lakhs. So I make in brokerage 9 lakh rupees of revenue. Okay. So I have to qualify these criteria. Like they have told me this out of 5, you have to achieve any 3 of them. So what I do, I got a reference from my existing client. So I got a 10,000 rupees of advanced brokerages, and that self-sourcing account income criteria I filled. I sold some mutual funds, and for mutual funds, I get the third party revenue. So that like 56,000 I made on that. And then active clients. So I have I don't know 50 to 60% active clients. So this activation part always completed by default. So when I completed, it's like 9 lakh rupees, and my target is 6 lakh rupees is my brokerage target. So how much I made? 115% from my target. So 115% in slab, it means that they are going to pay you 10% of your total revenue. So on 9 lakh, 10% is like that 90,000 rupees of incentive you make in a month. So I'm talking about that amount of money you are making if you are managing some good clients. Okay, so whatever salary will there, you will get and this money you will consistently making like from 1 month to 12 months. Yeah, you can miss 1 to 2 months, but 10 months consistently you are getting 80,000, 90,000 kind of revenue. Really good. I mean, not a single research analyst can get these kinds of revenue. Not a single this near what you call uh, this technical analyst or the risk management can get these kinds of things. Yes, the you are the face of the company. Let me clarify you what you are doing. You are the face of the company. Each client know this company by your face only. They don't know your research analyst. They don't know their risk management team. You are the face of the company, and because of that, even the company takes you to the first part. So in terms of paying your salary, in terms of paying your incentive, you will be the preference, and you are getting a chance where your income can be anything. Okay, the salary is fixed, but these kinds of revenue you are not going to get anywhere from that. I mean, during the lockdown, people are getting fired from the company, and we are here in HDFC making 90,000, 80,000 kind of revenue. Okay, so on that time when the people are facing the challenges of survival, we are making that amount of money. So if you are in a relationship manager, don't follow the perception what used to be followed by the people. Okay, you have to I try to improve yourself to find out some good desk. Good desk will mean that you have to yes, in beginning you have to choose the retail clients only. Then only you will able to get the next new desk. But if you keep growing in terms of good and great clients, so let me give you an example. Yes, I'm dealing the NRI, but I'm not going to deal with like lifetime. After 1 or 2 years, I will approach to the institutional team, and I will start serving to them. And even the institutional team, the revenue was like crore rupees of revenues the relationship manager are doing, and getting a 10% of crore rupees. Think about that kind of money a relationship manager can make. Okay, so don't follow this bad perception about the relationship management. It's a fantastic job, and you are not bound to be part of a Excel sheet, or you are not bound to be part of some very fixed parameter searching. You are free to talk with the client, free to share your ideas, free to make the relationship real personal relationship with the client. And you will end up getting really good improvement in your future. So I think my time is over. In the last, these are my details. If you want, you can save it. And in future, if you need any help regarding anything, you can tell me. And if anyone have any questions regarding what I told in the PPT and they want to know about anything, so they can ask.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Yes, sir. I am Karan. Sir, I want to ask about HDFC Security. So, how much means target they give to you?
So for NRI dealing desk, your main target is your brokerage. They are not going to tell you to sell insurance. They are not going to tell you to sell mutual funds. Your main target is managing your portfolio, and
Okay.
they they do not expect any complaint from your clients. So you have to manage the clients and manage the portfolio. That's all. And target in terms of NRI client in a single client can achieve your target. Out of
Sir, did
600,
you? Okay, sir. Sir,
yeah,
did you
yeah.
get NRI desk as at first position or
No.
after experience?
I used to work in Religare as a retail client. It's a dealer. Okay, so 1.5 year I worked there. Then I joined Edelweiss as a wealth management. Then I got some premium clients, and based on these two experience, I got a chance to sit in the NRI dealing desk this interviews, and then I got a chance to start my career. So directly NRIs don't hire directly from the market. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so they select the particular person from the various industry based on their performance and based on the recommendation.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, hi, Abhishek here.
Yes, Abhishek.
Can you explain that? Let's talk about money slide once again. Uh, I didn't get that.
Okay,
Means I was watching, but it was very difficult to understand.
okay. Yeah, ask me.
Yes, sir. Means how you have planned these targets and what is this 40% activation and stock
Okay.
SIP?
Okay, so what happened? We also start a new way to investment is called stock SIP. So like mutual fund SIP, you can set up a stock SIP as well based on the quantity of the stocks or based on the amount you have to invest in every month. And every month the system will automatically trigger the shares and the shares will bought in your portfolio. And you don't have to worry about go and buy every month. Okay. So these stock SIPs are the things which consistently make your active accounts like active. So suppose if a particular client started a single stock SIP, so in 40% kind of activation, every month that trade is going to be activated. So client will be active in every month. So you are making some clients to active in every month so that your activation criteria will always be full, right? And activation, it means that suppose you have a 600 clients. So out of 600, if we talk about the 46, 6 4 20, 240 clients. So around 240 clients should be active in the 600. So that your this criteria will fulfill. If you are managing out of 600, 240 clients are active and actively taking a part of that, so you are qualified for the incentive.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
And sir, one question means you have a very diverse background. Like you are also pursuing PhD in some radar technology from IIT Bombay.
Yes,
What
yes. So
drives
what?
you to be?
Okay,
Sorry.
so two years before, one initiative was taken by this company called City at Home. Okay, so what did they do? What they do? They use your computer as a channel. They use your laptop as a channel to come up these radars in between the countries. Like I'm using some of the other students also giving the access to their computers. So out of lakhs of computers are active. Their softwares are their city at home softwares are working. So I'm doing voluntary work, not PhD. It's a voluntary work. What I'm doing. So what will happen? Any outer space signal if will pass. So they city at home using the computers of every corner of the world. Okay, so some of the person are using that software in the Brazil, some are doing the Vietnam, some are doing in the Iceland, some are doing the Ireland. I mean, so throughout the any this telescope, they are connecting these telescopes and these are giving the very strong signals to catch any outer space signal. So actually, this will be a very game changing. If any outer space signal will be there, any aliens will connected or something will be there. So these computers will indicate us that these are the signals that I received. So I'm doing that from 7 months, and for that at least 8 to 9 hours I have to open my computers and I have to cross check that is there any signals or anything or not. So just like 8 to 10 hours every day doing it's tough, but I'm doing. And like,
Okay, sir. And sir, you also had means you were completely fresher, not till getting into NISM. You were also working as
uh,
supply
no, no,
chain.
I work in the supply chain during CA. So CA is a correspondence course. So I studied, I got cleared CPT, even I cleared IPCC first group, but in second group I failed like 3 times. So I'm not able to recall. During that time, the study was like self-study was there. So out of other than time, I worked from this company who managed the
Scene.
yeah
So
since
while working with Scene Corporation, you are also completing your CA. Is it
yes
like that?
yes.
Oh, wow. And sir, what do you think means what is the future of broking industry? Means SEBI has also instructed that they want to close intraday trading in phase-wise manner, and they have started with their first so with the circular of 1st December.
Mhm.
And
So what will
so,
happen? Look, sir, look for retail clients.
sir, let me complete. I also read one article that till 2022, they will mostly means India has emerged as the most means on the top rank of most fluctuating index.
Mhm.
So too much
What happened?
manipulation in Indian indices. So
Let,
that's why maybe looking to
let me
ban
give
some in
let me give you one one
2022.
one one example. Let me give you one example.
So I just want to know, sir, what is the future of broking industry, because I am also become a sub broker in upcoming year.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's the thing which is
Let me tell you. As you already aware, the USA interest rate, even the European interest rate, even the Japanese interest rate. So it's just like nothing, like zero or minus. Even the Japanese providing minus interest rate to their holders, right? So these funds are routing to the emerging economies, and being a cheap labor country, okay, being the cheap labor country, we have the raw material, we have the resources. Government is fully supporting this MSMEs, providing them the loans to start their own venture. And if some MSME is going to default, that is going to be taken care by the government. So if we want to do something, this is the time. And people are really doing the great. If this lockdown will happen, like vaccination is already started, the lockdown will vanish, then these borders will open and our export number will definitely going to increase. And because of that, our fiscal deficit is going to grow. And even we have the highest number of this foreign reserves. Because of that, already Fed is already threatened the India to file. Why you are filing that kind of reserve? So government is fully focused that they are ready to do the business. Let's open the border and we'll supply this. So being an emerging market, every investors like FIIs or mutual funds, everyone putting the money in India. Okay. So being an Indian, I mean, 7 to 8% are using. Yes, the dealer's job will be vanished. The retail dealer's job will be vanished because now people have the advanced mobile apps. They trade by themselves. But the particular test, like I'm talking about the Android desk, institutional desk, these people don't have the time. They need support. They need dealers. They need advisors. So if you are making a career in relationship management in the dealer base, I will say exit as soon as from the retail and approach these special desks. You'll end up getting very good what you call jobs. And you are talking about your own starting your own venture, sub broken shift. So my friend, you will definitely going to face a challenge of discount broking, definitely, and that will be going to be very much pain because some of the companies are providing free brokerage. So how much you are going to charge? If you are going to start an advisory firm, if you want to do something at right now, try start your own advisory firm, call the clients and advise them, and based on that, charge them the subscription fees. The subscription fees is the future for the broking industry. If you talk about the relationship management and for research or risk, there are a lot of jobs, and that job will be going to keep in the upcoming time. That's all I want to talk.
thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable experience, sharing the valuable experience. So we are still open for the questions. So anyone have any questions, please put forth here.
Good evening, sir. Kalpana this side.
It's
I
Kalpana.
wanted to, I wanted to know, like, what are you suggesting your clients nowadays? Like, which industry is going to rise higher and higher in coming years?
Four industries they are suggesting. One is metal industry because the manufacturing are drastically increasing. So that industry in the electric and electronics segment is also going to boom like Havells kind of stocks because we are ready to export the goods, and these are the segments. Now, if we talk about electric vehicles, solar power, these are the upcoming futuristic businesses. Okay, so the companies who are providing the auto ancillaries, companies who are providing these batteries, components, and the carbon industry is going to boom. And in apart from that, co-working space is the new best thing will come in the market. Internet things like the companies who are dealing in the digital advertisement, like they're predicting the users by their using their what these multimedia channels. So these companies who are using predictive analysis by are providing this ad-based services. So companies like Affle India, companies like Matrimony.com. So now matchmaking is also going to be a very big part in the upcoming time. Okay, so internet-based companies is going to boom. Even if you talk about the other sector, yes, pharma is going to boom because most of the person is not going to visit these clinics or doctors because of caring the COVID. For the regular, I mean, very casual kind of sickness or unwellness, they will going to approach this diagnostic clinics. They are going to visit the doctors. They are going to visit the hospitals. So the companies who are like Apollo Hospital, like Dr. Patch Lab, these are the stocks in the upcoming time. And one major change you will see in the IT industry. Still, you've seen that these IT are already overpriced, but trust me, I mean, working from home and I mean, co-working space, there's a lot of infrastructure to need, and these companies going to grow because they are the IT service providers, right? These are the sectors which we are focusing on that.
Thank you, sir.
I think I have a phone call with a client on 17:15, so it's 5 minutes. I think
So,
if you have any
not a
questions,
problem, sir. We will
yeah.
call it a day. Thank you for
And I already share my contacting details. So if anyone want to approach, you can call me or return me an email. I will definitely answer.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thanks for sparing your time with us. So now I call without further delay. I now call Manav to felicitate the vote of thanks.
Yes.
In the meantime, if you really, I mean, if you are hurry in time, so please feel free to proceed, sir.
Yeah, I have 5 minutes. I have 5 minutes. I have 5 minutes.
Oh, so thank you so much, sir. So Manav, over to you, Manav.
Yeah, thank you, and I'm audible.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So, I express my gratitude to everyone who attended the session today. My special thanks to Mr. Avad Pandey who shared his experiences as a relationship manager. He shared his daily routine, his experiences with clients, equities, and derivative investment strategies, etc. And to definitely like remove the mind blocks and motivated us to see the relationship management as a career. So we are very thankful for you, sir, for taking the session with us. I also thank Panda sir. I also thank Panda sir for arranging this alumni interaction session. It was nice sharing with our alumni, and I thank my team, IT staff, and everyone who made this thing possible and made the session arrange the session and run the session smoothly. I also thank all the participants who were patient with your time with us, and again I thank you. I thank everyone who attended and wish you all a very happy new year.
Happy
All
New
the
Year.
best.
Happy New Year. All the happy New Year. Really nice to
Thank,
talk. Yeah.
thank you, Manav. Thank you, sir.